project we are doing is called Only Inspiration. I'm Lenny. I live around Southwark. I'm 14. So I've learned how to be patient over this course because it takes a lot of patience to write and draw stuff and do the whole stop animation. And it's taken a long process, so I've kind of gained a bit of self-control and patience and being aware of my surroundings. The name of this title is called Inspirational Voices. I chose it because some famous actors, they say things and they make books about it. For example, the Marcus Rashford book, about fundraising and helping people who are less fortunate. So I feel he's kind of taken a bit of inspiration and kind of thought about the whole I think I should do this because I want to help my community, and it's just important that people heard about different things and their opinions and thoughts. So that's why I chose that title. How I discovered the whole Roadworks media was my mum found it on the Mount View website and she was like, "Oh, you want to do this course?" And I was like, "No, fine." And then my mum explained it a bit more to me and I was like, I will give it a try. And she's like, "Oh, if there's any problems, just call me. It's a bit of a long course." And I was like, I went in, I was a bit nervous because I didn't know anyone there. But on day one it was good because I made 2 friends, which was good. And on day one we were doing the whole drawing thing, talking about our hobbies, things that make us happy, school, different topics. And it just kind of we were doing painting stuff on the canvases on the first session. In the second one we were still doing drawing, but I feel we were doing a bit more writing as well. And then on session 3 we kind of started doing the whole green screen thing, doing the stop frame animation with we went into a props room and there were really cool things. There were sunglasses, there were there was just a massive white foot, the styrofoam foot as well, and there was a swing clock house kind of thing, and there was just random animal heads as well, which was quite funny. And it was quite interesting because we had to work different props to tell a story. And on the 4th session we come here today and we're doing this interviews kind of stuff, talking about how Mount View has helped us and affected us. And I'd probably say the work that made me the work in this project that made me calmer and that I was mainly focused on was probably the kind of drawing stuff. I'd say the writing too, but I feel the drawing was I was more focused on it as well, and a bit of the writing. So since year 7 there's just been lots of problems at school with bullying, texts, messages, cyberbullying basically, and the boxing has kind of helped me to not fully calm down, but to gain a little bit of self-control or something else I can focus on. If people do start making mean comments and stuff and start texting me and things, and it's kind of helped me to think about that good thing, boxing. If I'm being bullied or something, I try to think of something good, so it kind of helps me calm down a bit. To me, control my frustration, anger, and it's taught me patience as well. Well, Quince, the first session, we were playing music and he was just dancing on tables basically, and also he was just kind of standing on the tables talking to us, and he's just good because he's fun. He doesn't tell us off. He's not really a teacher. He's just someone who's fun basically, but also teaches us stuff at the same time. I'd say just do the course if you're struggling at school with patience, and do a creative hobby, for example something like Mount View or a drama course, or do something physical exercise, and like it just helps. Like you could do boxing, athletics, football, just anything that makes you happy. Mount View is a good course, and it requires a lot of patience.
My name is Kamal, I'm 14. This project is early inspiration. I found it very helpful and like really good, because like it helps me in school, like helps me in my track and like my field, and like help me with competitions. Like me keep it calm, keep it straightforward, don't mess up, and like don't give up in that kind of like way. And yeah, so I use athleticism in this because like it is like great inspiration, like it inspires me. I look up to like my sister, she did the athletics, so that word like it kind of puts me straight forward to it, knowing that like it helps me. Like I just love running, and I'm just excited that I love running, and I can show myself out to everybody so I can run. Yeah. So we describing inspiration, the title inspiration, we describing it by using art and shapes and using yellow as this like star moon kind of theme that we've got to put up for the work. And so I used the world, like the earth, where you can get inspiration from. You can get anywhere. Like you could be in the room, you can be in some other country, you could be anywhere where you can get inspiration from. But like I had to describe it and use some words like bold, creativity, patience, calm, like straightforward mindset on that. So what's the title is what targets to set. So I pick like 4 to 5 targets for me to remember and know how to get that inspiration straightforward to that point, and like don't mess up, and like don't stop trying to hit that one target. Like for example, how I do running, and if I give up, I have to put that straight and push harder and harder and harder to get that straight forward, so at least I can at least achieve something that down. And it's actually really fun, and I'm like, it really does me that it helps me with like meeting new friends, like having conversations about the same things that I like, or if you don't dislike the same thing as me, then it's like same thing. Like and you can create a strong bond. Like the bond is really like unbreakable. Like yeah, I learned from the process of being creative and like making what art, like people a word to make it into art, and then adding my own words, I put in that word together to make something out of it. Creativity means like being imaginative, using your mindset, using your words to describe something that's only like not a word that you usually use a lot. I learned from the experiences that like the word inspiration, it like helps a lot. Like I don't need to worry about like thinking about other things, just putting that straightforward. So like me going to be an athlete, just put my like sit down, calm, push everything away, not everything, but like things that are good, and sit down and just think straightforward on that. Don't be thinking about other things, that be thinking about that, just thinking just on that. And it was like good, but then like for the couple of days, it like different things were coming towards me. I had to work hard, I couldn't mess around, I couldn't talk, I had to stay focused. Because so Chris is the type of person who's like outgoing, pushes you harder, like pushes you towards what you're actually doing. And he's straightforward, like you don't need to worry. If you're worrying, he'll come up to you, he will tell you, oh yeah, don't worry, just do what you need to do. Like explain it in more terms, and then it's not like not putting in so much words, but at the same time put a lot of words, add a lot of colour. Don't just use black, use yellow and colours like that. But for me, like Chris is funny, he's like exciting person, he's like calm, chilled. Like I don't need to worry about like the tougher parts, but like at the same time he's just a cool person. Like yeah, the advice that I'll give is like when you're doing something, don't just give up on it, just always push harder and always believe in yourself, what you're trying to do, and don't think what other people say about it. You should just give up, just put it straight to mind and just sit down and like study on it and think about it.
I'm Leah. I'm 14. I like swimming and reading comic books. I'm from Southwark, and my dad is English and Welsh, and my mum is Polish. I like exploring places, traveling, and photography. The course was really cool, and I found out how to do stop frame animation and how to be more sociable with people in my group. The thing that inspired me the most was the drawing and how I could think deeply into my mind and just draw it on a piece of paper. Where is my inspiration? I just feel like when you lose your inspiration, you often think how to get it back and where it is. So I thought it would be a very good title to ask yourself a question. Where is your inspiration? I found out about the course on the Mount View website when I was searching for more courses to do, and it popped up, and I thought it would be a very interesting activity to do. I found out about the process that it was very helpful to me and to learn how to quickly do something in a short amount of time without stopping and thinking over it. Become Inspired says I will be more productive again and socialize a lot more. I think it's important because if you don't socialize and if you don't be productive, you'll be very stuck and you'll be in your home all day and not doing anything, which is what I did most of the week until I came here. And it's made me think a lot more about what I was doing. What I'm going to take away from this course is I'm going to be more open to people and more communicative and communicate to people. I really enjoy traveling, and I think I get inspiration from going different places, and that image has all the places that I've been to or I'm going to go to. So the city one is where I live, London, and the house is where I went to stay in countryside, and the farm is where I go past each time to see my grandparents, and the places mean a lot to me because I find inspiration there. That image shows how I'm going to get my inspiration back, and the image at the bottom shows that I would travel places to try and find different inspiration to get my creativity back and go do stuff. That one shows the risks of what would happen if I don't get up and try and find inspiration for myself. One of the risks will be that I would be stuck in a hole and not do anything for a really long time and just be very sad and lonely. I would tell other people that I think this is a very good course for you to do if you want to become more sociable, more patient, understand your creativity, and to find inspiration for yourself. And a very fun when we were drawing on a piece of paper, and I got to explore what I was really thinking about. And Quincy's teacher was really funny. He has a very big, bold personality. The first time I met him, the second day I wasn't in, so I didn't know what we did. On the third one, we got to go to the prop room and do lots of stop frame animation with lots of masks and learning how to make stories out of all the props we got. And day 4, which is today, we are podcasting and learning how to talk about inspiration. Quince is very good teacher. He has a very low personality. This is particularly from me, give the people, the people that learn, a little more space to think about what they're doing, and living in Southern, it's nice. It's not always that peaceful, but I don't really mind. There's lots of cool things to explore, in my opinion, and I really like it here.